Welcome to Team Tiggio Court TV, where we upload videos every single day. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share our videos.
I had stated in my motion that the detectives were able to see the license plate from the Cardinal Credit Union video footage. However, they were not able to see the license plate until comparing that vehicle to flock footage. So I misstated that in a statement of facts. However, I believe according to defense's motion to suppress, what is at issue here is the seizure of the defendant's shoes. There was some statement that the defendant was unlawfully seized. I noted briefly that the defendant was lawfully seized pursuant to a warrant from Willoughby Municipal Court. In regards to the shoes, which was stated throughout the rest of the defendant's motions to suppress, Detective Slay saw these shoes in plain view, and every aspect of the three-pronged test that would allow the seizure of those shoes was satisfied here. Detective Slay was lawfully present at the place where the shoes could be plainly viewed. Detective Slay had the right of access to the shoes themselves, and the shoes' incriminating character was immediately apparent. Read through the testimony from Detective Slay today that will further prove that the seizure of the shoes was lawful.
Thank you. Mr. Mulkey?
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, counsel, others here today. Our main focus is going to be the shoes, Your Honor, and particularly the third prong of that test that the state cited, which was the criminality of the shoes seized warrantlessly. Was the criminality immediately apparent? Your Honor, we believe that after today's testimony and through developing through cross-examination, that as we get into the full context of the case, that just isn't so, Your Honor. We incorporate obviously our motion to suppress. The state has the burden. I have nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gretzky.
State House Detective Gabriel Slay.
Excuse me this morning. I'm lost. I need my lawyer to explain something to me.
Hold on, Detective. Would you raise your right hand, please? You swear testimony about to give us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
I do.
All right, have a seat. Mr. Hughes, what were you saying?
I'm lost this morning. I heard the prosecutor say something about the shoes not being the main part of something in the evidence that got me sitting in the courtroom this morning. But it was something to do with a flock. So some of this flew over my head. I'm trying to get a good understanding.
Right. You can speak with Mr. Mulkey about that.
Okay.
You want to take a minute and talk to him?
Thank you, Your Honor. I do.
Yeah, she was saying that that's
right,
not a main
just
part
talk to Mr.
to why I'm sitting in this courtroom.
Talk to Mr. Mulkey about it.
Okay.
Right now. Right here.
I'm this way.
Yeah.
I'm here. Right here.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I misunderstood that. And it's something about a license plate.
Yeah.
Okay, pull something out right here. And she said something about a flock. Now, it says something about cell phone. Mm-hmm. My cell phone was not in the area.
You're not going to make arguments.
No,
today,
okay.
All right. So
I'm going to make it better. Okay, we're trying to suppress the tennis shoe that he unlawfully took. Okay.
That's what this hearing is going to determine, okay? So we're going to listen to the nice detective.
Okay. Nice detective.
And I will have some questions for him, and the state's attorney will start with...
Nice detective or
All right.
lying detective?
Go ahead, let's go. Mr. Gretzky, go ahead.
Please state your name for the record.
Gabriel Slay,
Where are you employed?
City of Willoughby Police Department.
How long have you worked in the police department?
About 14 years.
Can you describe your trajectory through the police department, different roles you've had?
Yeah, I was hired in 2011. I was a patrol officer from 2011 to 2019. Then I was moved to the Detective Bureau, and I've been there ever since.
Did you work in any police departments before starting in Willoughby?
Yes.
Where did you work?
Asheville County Sheriff's Office for about 3 years prior to coming to Willoughby.
So in total, how many years have you been a police officer?
About 17.
Did you complete a training at a police academy in order to start working as an officer?
Yes.
And have you been a certified peace officer in the state of Ohio throughout your career?
I have.
And specifically since 2019, about 6.5 years ago since you became a detective, how would you describe your job responsibilities in the Bureau?
So most of the time, patrol officers will take a case, any reports called in throughout their shift. If the cases need further follow-up, they usually forward the case to the Detective Bureau, and they will take the case from there and conduct further investigation, whether it's interviews, collecting evidence, and so on.
Does that follow-up ever include video evidence?
Yes.
How often?
Nowadays, I would say most of our cases, there's some type of video surveillance that we collect.
And what type of things do you have to, or what, if anything, do you do with the video once you've collected it?
It depends on what it is. I mean, we review it to see if there's any other information we can gain from it. If there's a video of a suspect, to see if there's any identifying aspects to the video. See if there's any other people involved. I mean, there's basically see if there's any other information contained in it.
Were you assigned to work on the case that we're here for today?
My partner was assigned to it, but I helped him out.
And do you work cases with your partner?
I do.
And who's your partner?
David Burrington.
How long after the incident that occurred did you or your partner become assigned to this case?
I believe Detective Burrington started working on it the next day. Then I became involved maybe the day after that or so.
I'm sorry, could you clarify next day after?
Hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. When did you do that? Let me do that.
Sorry, Judge, apologies.
Okay.
So the report was made August 25th of 2024. I believe Detective Burrington started doing follow-up on the 26th. I don't remember the exact day I got involved, but it was within a couple days of the report being made.
Once the report was assigned to the Detective Bureau, what information did you have from patrol about the case?
The information was that LaFleur Nail Spa and Salon was broken into through the back door. Suspect came in the store, attempted to pry the cash register open, and eventually just took the whole cash register with him, ran out the back door. The suspect was captured on the in-store surveillance, and that's about all the information we had from the initial report.
And that break-in occurred on August 25th?
Yeah, about 9:30 p.m.
Did the Willoughby Police Department have any of that surveillance footage from the business?
Yes.
What did it show?
It showed the suspect entering the back door of the business, appeared to be a male, had a hood up, a jacket on, pants, white shoes, went in and took the cash register and left out the back door.
Did you review this surveillance footage?
I did.
Are you familiar with it?
I am.
Do you recall approximately how long after getting involved in this case did you start reviewing the surveillance footage?
I believe September 4th is when I sat down and actually analyzed it the best I could.
Your Honor, may I switch to my computer on the screen? Oh, actually. Plugged in yet.
Mr. Hughes, why don't you slide back over?
I can't get no help from it. When I'm gonna
Slide over. Slide over.
All right, thank you very much. Detective Slay, I'm going to open up from this USB a folder labeled as Exhibit 1 and just open this first video here in Exhibit 1. Pausing it here at the beginning, do you recognize what I've opened up here?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a video from inside LaFleur. It's showing the suspect walking through the business.
And this is a video from August 25th of 2024?
Yes.
And what I'm showing here, a fair and accurate copy of what you reviewed on September 4th?
Yes.
What can we see here?
The suspect looks like he's checking rooms, approaching the cash register, Trying to pry it open. It doesn't work, so it looks like he takes the whole register with him and runs out the back door.
How many times did you review this video back on September 4th of 2024?
Multiple times, and there's a couple other clips as well that I also reviewed.
Play the second clip here.
Oh boy.
It's very short, but I've stopped it here at the beginning. Is this another fair and accurate copy of the video footage that you reviewed from the break-in when you were reviewing on September 4th of 2024?
Yes.
What do we see here?
That camera points towards the back door of the floor. That just shows the suspect entering and then walking past the camera.
Finally playing the last clip within Exhibit 1. Stopping here, do you recognize? What can we see here?
Same view, it's just a little bit longer. It shows him stop right there.
And any audio that we have here is not from What, if anything, did you make a note of when watching these videos multiple times?
So basically the only thing I could determine that was the suspect was wearing Reebok shoes, and I was able to stop it where I could clearly see the shoes, and I did some research and determined those shoes are most likely Reebok model Zig Dynamic 2.0 shoes.
So you were watching this video stopping these videos as you were watching them, is that right?
Correct. Like this particular video, when he gets to the end and stops, you can pretty clearly see the video if you stop it at the right time.
I'm going to attempt to capture that if you could tell me when to stop.
Yeah, it's hard. You have to do it a bunch of times. Right there, you can see a pretty good view.
I've stopped it at 2 seconds. What can you see here?
So you can see, obviously, the Reebok sign. The sole of the shoe has like big divots in it going up and down. The back, like the heel of the sole, there's like a square mark, I guess, a part of the sole. You can also see on its right foot, the toe of the shoe, the top of the toe looks to be like a cloth material, where the side of the toe appears to be more like a leather material.
Did you make all of these observations back on September 4th when you were reviewing this video?
Yes, that's how I was able to determine that they were most likely the Zig 2.0 shoes.
How were you able to determine that it was that model of shoe?
Just researching Reebok model shoes, and I found ones that I believe matched very well.
Did you document in any way the finding of that model of shoe?
I did.
And how did you do that?
I took a screenshot of the shoe on September 4th of what I found on the internet.
I'm going to show you what's labeled here inside Exhibit 3 folder. Do you recognize the name of this file?
I think it's a screenshot, 2024-09-04, and then a time. Yes, if that's, it's hard for me to see. It's kind of.
I don't know how I can make it better. If you needed to come up to see it, I cannot make it larger. I apologize.
Did you say it's Exhibit 3?
Yes, this is inside Exhibit 3, and I'm asking the witness if he is familiar with the name of the file.
Yes, yeah.
How are you familiar with it?
Because when I took the screenshot of the shoe, that's the file name that generated.
Does it generate a file name based on the date that the screenshot is taken?
Yes.
And so would that mean that the screenshot was taken in 2024 on 09 September 04 the 4th?
That's correct.
Now I've opened that file. Is this the screenshot that you took?
That's one of them, yes.
Is this a screenshot of Reebok shoes that you found on the internet?
Yes.
Opening Exhibit 4. Gonna read it for you if there's no issue here. This file name is called Screenshot 2024-09-04151630. Are you familiar with that file name?
Yes.
And how so?
Same thing, it was auto-generated by the screenshot when I took it.
And that includes the date of this when you took the screenshot?
Yes.
So you would have taken this on September 4th, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna open Exhibit 4. Is this another screenshot, a fair and accurate copy of the screenshot that you took?
Yes.
And these are those Reebok model shoes?
That's correct.
And then finally, Exhibit 5, open it. Are you familiar with that file name, Screenshot 2024-09-04151646?
Yes.
How are you familiar with it?
It's from the screenshot I took of the shoes that was auto-generated.
With the date being September 4th then as well?
Yes.
Bring up the file. Is this a screenshot that you took of shoes that you found on the internet?
It is, yes.
And what in these shoes did you find to match the shoes that you saw in the video?
So you can start with the sole. It has those divots on the bottom, that square mark on the back, the Reebok sign on the side, and it's hard to tell from this photo, but you can tell that the top of the toe is like a cloth material, and like the side of the toe is more like a leather material.
Did another screenshot exhibit that?
No, but you can just, you just have to look closely, I guess.
Let's zoom in
Yeah,
and
let's
put this
see.
there. Not on the big screen. I'm opening up Exhibit 4 again.
Yeah, as you can see, there's a difference between the top of the toe and the side of the toe in material.
Did you obtain any other video footage or evidence around that time of September 4th?
I did, yes.
What was that?
I got video from Cardinal Credit Union, which is basically right across the street from LaFleur. What I observed is just a few minutes prior to the breaking and entering, a white Cadillac pulls to the back of the business. A few minutes later, a suspect matching the mail that was inside of the LaFleur goes up to one of the doors at the bank and tries to open it. It doesn't open. He runs back to the car. The Cadillac then leaves, turns westbound on Euclid Avenue, and then I can't tell where it goes from there other than it does not continue westbound on Euclid Avenue. It either turns into the plaza, which houses LaFleur's, or there's an apartment complex right there. I could not tell because the view was blocked.
How far away is the Cardinal Credit Union from LaFleur Salon?
This is estimating 150 to 200 yards.
Is it across the street?
Yes.
Did you study that video footage?
I did.
And as a result of studying that video footage, what, if anything, did you do?
For one, I found that the suspect matched the person who was inside LaFleur based on the clothing, posture, the shoes. Also, I was able to find a vehicle that matched that vehicle on flock camera systems, which was a 2010 Cadillac CTS registered to a Tabitha White. It hit on a camera at Euclid Avenue and State Route 91, which is just maybe a quarter mile away, just a few minutes prior to entering the bank parking lot.
Did you reach out to Tabitha?
I did.
Did you have a discussion with her?
I did.
Did my lawyer object to anything? I thought this was
So,
about
Mr. Hughes, you're not to speak during this.
I can't speak at all.
No, you can't speak at
Okay,
all.
I'm not getting no help from my defense.
You can't speak
I
at
would
all.
like to remove him from my counsel.
I'm gonna, listen.
Okay,
Listen, okay, if you don't sit there and be quiet during this testimony, I'm gonna have you removed,
Okay, you can
All right.
remove me, I might as well not be.
okay? Next time, you're out.
Okay, I might as
Go
well
ahead,
not
Mr.
be
Gretzky.
here.
What did you learn from that conversation with Tabitha White?
Yeah, so I asked her about being in Willoughby. She said she had not been in Willoughby. I asked her who else drives her car besides her, and she said her boyfriend, Mr. Hughes, is the other person who drives it.
And is that how you got the name of the defendant, James Hughes?
Yes, and she also provided us his phone number.
What did you do then?
I found out where Mr. Hughes lived, which was Crystal Tower in East Cleveland. I went to Mr. Hughes' apartment to speak with him to gain some further information. When I got there, I asked if I could come in and speak with him. He allowed me in. Immediately when I walked in, I saw the shoes, which matched the Reebok Zig Dynamic 2.0 shoes to the left of the entry door. I spoke with Mr. Hughes a little bit. He denied being in Willoughby or in LaFleur. I then took the shoes and left.
What day did that happen?
I believe that was on September 27th.
And did you record that interaction of coming to Mr. Hughes' apartment?
I did.
We opened up Exhibit 2 on this, the folder labeled Exhibit 2 on this USB. Detective Slay, do you see the file name REC 0001?
Yes.
Have you reviewed this before today?
I'd have to open it up to see for sure what it is.
Now open up the file. There in that first second, you can see a red screen, but a date and time in the corner. Are you familiar with this video file?
Yeah, I believe this is the recorder that I was wearing during the interview with Mr. Hughes on the 27th of September.
Do you believe this to be a fair and accurate copy of the recording that you made while speaking to Mr. Hughes and being in his apartment?
Yes.
Going to now play the recording. Turn it down.
James?
Yeah,
Hey, Detective Slade from Willoughby Police Department, how you doing?
yeah, what up, what y'all doing here?
Can I step in and talk to you for something?
Yeah, I'm on the line.
I'm with Willoughby PD.
Yeah.
Do you know when the last time you were in Willoughby?
No, I ain't been in Willoughby in a while.
Do you know about how long ago?
No, it's been probably with my ex-girl, man, probably last year sometime, been out there in a while.
Okay.
I don't have no means of getting with her.
You ever heard of LaFleur nail salon?
No.
It's a little, like a nail shop?
No.
All right. Any reason your fingerprints would be in there?
No.
All right. Because I got broken into about a month ago, okay?
Yeah.
And we got video. You drive Tabitha's Cadillac sometimes, right?
No, she won't let me drive it.
I just talked to her today.
She don't let me drive it.
Okay. So she has it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying she's the one that got out of the car?
I don't know, bro. You asking me stuff I can't give you no answers to.
Listen, Jay, I'm just giving you the opportunity to...
You ain't giving me nothing.
If you fell in hard times like you did before,
I ain't telling nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Would you be willing to give me your DNA?
No, I'm not giving you no DNA.
Well, the other option is to come back with a search warrant.
Well, go get your search warrant.
All right.
I'm not giving you nothing.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not giving you nothing.
We are taking these Reebok shoes, though.
No, you can't take nothing out of here. No, you can't take nothing out
We are
of here.
taking those shoes. They're part of criminal investigation.
How? We need that with a search warrant.
No, I don't, because you can easily destroy those. So we're taking them with us,
You
so.
can't take nothing out of this house,
I
bro.
have a feeling next time we see you, you'll be with an arrest warrant, okay?
I don't care what you do, bro. You shouldn't be able to take nothing out this house.
All right, well, we're taking the shoes. Take care.
Yeah.
You want my card?
I don't want nothing, man. Get
This
out
one
of
talk?
here. I'm not getting out of here, man. I'm not getting
Where were the shoes in the apartment?
When you walk in, they were like immediate to the left.
When did you notice them?
As soon as I walked in.
Why did you believe them to be the same, or did you believe them to be the same shoes that you saw on the surveillance footage?
I did, yes.
Why is that?
Because they matched the shoes. I was able to research the Reebok Zig Dynamic 2.0s, and when I looked at them, they immediately appeared to match.
Did you have any concerns about the availability of those shoes for you in the future?
Yes.
And what were those concerns?
That they could disappear.
Did you photograph the shoes that you collected from Mr. Hughes' apartment?
I believe Detective Begovic did. Detective Lieutenant Begovic did, yes.
I'm going to open up Exhibit 6, File A. Do you recognize... Do you recognize what I pulled up here, File A?
Yes, those are the shoes that we seized from Mr. Hughes' apartment.
I'll move over to File B. Do you recognize File B?
Yes, it's the back of the shoes.
And finally, File C.
The top of the shoes, yes.
I'll move back to File A. What, if anything, can you see on those shoes that matches the shoes that you saw on the...
The toe, where you can see the cloth part and separated into the like a leather type material in the toe, the large Reebok sign on the side.
What about in the back of the shoe? Is there anything in the back?
Yeah, that big square rectangle piece.
No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Cross-examination?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Detective Slay. How are you?
I'm good, good morning.
Good. All right, Detective, at this point, you say that your investigation in this matter leading to the arrest of James Hughes is complete.
Yes.
There's no further supplemental reports that you intend to file at this time. Is that a fair statement?
That's correct.
And you don't intend to submit any additional evidence to the Lake County Crime Lab or any other crime lab? Is that a fair statement?
Objection.
What's the pertinence of that to the subject of this hearing?
Your Honor, I just want to demonstrate that the criminality of the shoes is not immediately apparent, and that not everything that could have been done was done in this matter that relates to the shoes belonging to James Hughes, Your Honor. So I just want to make sure that there isn't anything additional that's out there, that's pending, that's going to be done with these shoes at this time. I'm just curious about that.
All right, then I'll let him answer that question, then let's move on to
Very good,
relevant
thank you.
facts. Okay, go ahead. You can answer, Detective.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, just quite simply, you're not planning on submitting any other evidence for processing at a crime lab. Is that a fair statement?
Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
All right. We saw your interview with Mr. Hughes that took place on, was it September 27th, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. And during that interaction with Mr. Hughes, did you ever ask him if he wore those tennis shoes?
I did not.
Okay. So, and he never admitted to you at any point in any encounter that he actually ever wore those tennis shoes. Is that correct?
That's incorrect.
He did admit that he wore those tennis shoes?
He claimed them as his own, yes.
Well,
On the video,
Yes, when you were interviewed.
Hughes.
you take me out of here. He lying. Take me out, man.
All right, take him
Take
back.
me out of here, man.
We're going. Go ahead.
thank you, Your Honor. All right, and you just indicated, I don't want to misstate this, but that he claimed them as his own, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, but claiming something isn't the same as wearing something. Did he actually ever say that he wore those shoes?
I do not believe so.
Okay, all right. And then, did you ever submit those shoes to the Lake County Crime Lab for DNA testing?
No.
Okay. So it is possible that his DNA may not even be on those shoes. Is that correct?
Anything's possible.
Well, anything's possible, but is that specifically possible in light of the fact that there was no DNA testing done on those shoes?
Yes, there was no DNA testing. That's correct.
Thank you. And you indicated that how you got to Mr. Hughes' apartment was by way of a license plate that you found on a flock camera. Is that correct?
That was part of the investigation, yes.
Certainly part of the investigation, and that camera hit on a white 2010 Cadillac CTS. Does that sound accurate?
Yes.
All right. And again, I don't expect you to have the license plate memorized, but I have that as well. But the idea is it was a white 2010 Cadillac CTS, correct?
That's correct.
You did an interview with a Tabitha White, the registered owner of that vehicle, correct?
That is correct, yes.
And that was a phone interview?
Yes.
All right. Did you ever ask her if it was possible that somebody had borrowed her car other than Mr. Hughes?
Objection.
Overruled.
She said the only other person that drives her car is Mr. Hughes.
All right. And in the time from 2010 to 2024, you believe that to be correct based on her answer?
Well, that's
2010.
Hold on. That's not what his answer was, and it's inconsequential who drove it from 2010 up until this time. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
She said what she said. That's what he acted on. It doesn't matter if somebody drove it in 11. Okay. So let's move on from there.
Thank you, Judge. Do you actually have any surveillance footage showing anyone entering or exiting that 2010 Cadillac CTS the night of the break-in?
No.
So, that Cadillac, is it fair to say you believe that it was associated with or used in connection with the break-in at LaFleur Nail Salon?
I do, yes.
All right. Did you ever process that vehicle for any evidentiary value?
I was not able to locate it. So no, the answer is no.
All right. Did you make any attempts to locate that vehicle?
Several.
All right. And did you ever have a follow-up interview with Ms. White regarding the location of her vehicle?
No.
All right. Did you find that vehicle at the Crystal Tower Apartments where Mr. Hughes resides?
I was never able to locate it.
Okay. And you talked in your testimony about some of the distinct characteristics of those shoes, correct?
Yes.
And if I may, I'd like to somehow switch to my computer, if that's possible. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. And so again, we've seen this picture as introduced by the state. This is, if I'll represent to you that that's the same picture that the state had shown you earlier in your testimony. Do you agree with me? Any reason to believe that not to be true?
No.
Okay. All right. And on this shoe, we see, in addition to the distinctive, the Reebok symbol, we see a red stain here. Do you see what I'm referring to? Reddish stain.
Yes.
And we see two smaller ones to the left and to the right of that one on the left shoe. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, after reviewing the video, any of the three videos from LaFleur Nail Salon, would we be able to make out these stains in that video?
I could not, but we don't know when those stains were deposited there.
Right, so you can't say one way or the other whether those stains were present from the LaFleur surveillance video.
They do not appear to be, I guess, is my best assessment of it.
All right, well, something that looks more indigenous to the shoes would be these little, I'm going to call them vents for lack of a better word. You see what I'm referring to? There are 8 of them on the top left of the shoe, and then there's, I think, 9 of them on the bottom left rear of the shoe. Do you see what I'm referring to?
Yes.
All right. And those would be part of the shoe. Were you able to make out these distinct divots or vents from the LaFleur video?
I was not.
All right. And do you know from your investigation whether any shoe prints were processed at the scene?
They were not.
Okay. All right. So you also mentioned that you did some research to identify these shoes. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
All right. And do you know specifically what the model number of these shoes is?
Just based on what I found, they appeared to be the Reebok Zig Dynamic 2.0.
All right. And is it fair to say that Reebok may make other models similar to this pair of shoes?
Yes,
Right.
I would say that's fair.
All right. And I think we have... Now, there's a series of numbers and so forth on the inside of the tongue of these shoes. Did you take these photographs yourself?
I did not.
All right. Did you have an opportunity to look at any of these numbers on the inside of the tongue of the shoe?
No.
All right. So then, would it surprise you to learn that the model number of these shoes is the IF5944?
Would I be surprised by that? No.
Okay, all right. And were you aware that that is how you would find the exact make and model of these Reebok shoes?
I guess I wasn't concerned with the exact make and model of the shoes, so no.
Well, if Reebok makes another pair of similar shoes and the suspect of the break-in was wearing that pair and not the ones in these photographs, that would tend to indicate that there was another suspect or that the suspect was wearing a different pair of shoes than the one seized. Is that correct?
I would say if we're basing the investigation solely on the shoes, yeah. But
You're
we're not.
basing it on other things as well then, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right, well, since you said that, what other characteristics are you basing your investigation on?
Characteristics of the shoes?
No. You said other than just the shoes, you base the investigation on other elements, correct?
Correct.
That was your answer. So what are those elements?
Cell phone records.
Cell phone records. All right. So you obtained a search warrant to get cell phone records. Is that correct?
Yes.
And does September 30th sound about right for those cell phone records?
I'd have to check, but that sounds pretty close, yeah.
All right. If I told you that was the date, you wouldn't have any reason to dispute that, would you?
I don't think you'd lie to me now.
I would try not to, yes, correct. Yeah, 9/30/24. All right. Now, so the cell phone records. What did you learn from obtaining the cell phone records in this case from that search warrant?
Weren't the shoes seized on September 27th?
Yes. Yeah. I'm just exploring what his. Oh, go ahead, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
So what is? And I'm talking about for the purpose of this hearing. What does it matter what he did after that?
Well,
I mean, the shoes are seized when the shoes are seized. You're saying it was improper because it didn't meet the three-pronged test.
right.
And therefore, what does it matter? It may matter for trial if we get there, okay, but what does it matter for the purpose of this suppression hearing?
Yes, Your Honor, and if I may, I believe then that we're trying to establish then that the criminality of the shoes couldn't be based on anything obtained in that search warrant that was obtained, as you say, after the shoes were seized.
I mean, I would agree with you, and I wouldn't. And if he, for instance, tried to say that it did matter, then I would be astounded by that, and would find that it didn't matter because we're talking about September 27th here.
So, Your Honor, if you would permit me then, because you mentioned that there were other aspects of the investigation, if I could limit my questioning to anything that he did or that the department did prior
to the seizure, sure.
Is that fair? Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
I apologize. I did not mean to overstep the questioning. All right. So, yes, I did not lie to you. It was September 30th. So we're going to focus on the aspects of the investigation prior to the seizure of the shoes, right? And the reason we're going to do that, Detective, is because you believe the shoes were used in the break-in and their criminal nature was immediately apparent to you. Is that a fair statement, that their criminal nature was apparent to you when you entered his apartment on the 27th?
Yes.
All right. And again, as you said, that's not the only thing that was investigated. There were other aspects to the case prior to the seizure of those shoes, which you believe allowed you to take those shoes without a warrant. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
All right. So, the other aspects then, and I'm just going to go through a couple prior to the seizure of the shoes. First of all, were you aware that there were some palm prints obtained from the suspect on the date of the break-in?
Palm prints from the suspect?
Yes.
I know that some fingerprints were, some items were processed, but I was unaware any of them were of value.
Well, and that's what I'm getting to. So there were other aspects of the case. I'm trying to see what was of any value. You I believe established that the car was of value, correct?
Correct.
All right. But there were palm prints at the scene. Those were of no value, correct?
I didn't take part in collecting those, so I can't say for 100% certainty how the resulted from the crime lab. So I believe they were of no value.
And there was a cash register that was taken, as we saw in the video. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Was that cash register ever located?
No.
All right. And there was a crowbar used to gain entry into that business. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Was that crowbar ever located?
No.
All right. And you mentioned that the suspect was wearing black clothing, correct?
I did not say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. What do you know what type of clothing the suspect was wearing based on the observations in the video?
Yeah, I mean, we all just watched it. Look, he had a hooded sweatshirt on, pants, white shoes.
All right. And did you find any? Well, actually, did you ever obtain a search warrant for Mr. Hughes' apartment?
No.
All right. And you mentioned that I think the prosecutor asked you regarding the concern that Mr. Hughes would dispose of those tennis shoes, so you felt you needed to take them. That's not the exact question and answer, but do you recall giving testimony to that effect?
Yes.
All right. Now, when you were interviewing Mr. Hughes, and we just saw that interview, prior to you actually taking those shoes in the statement that, well, we're going to take these shoes, did you put forth any questions to Mr. Hughes regarding his tennis shoes?
No.
All right. And the break-in occurred on August 25th, 2024, correct?
Correct.
All right. And you interviewed Mr. Hughes on September 27, 2024, correct?
That's correct.
So a little over a month had gone by, correct?
That's correct.
And those shoes obviously were present and remained undisposed, for lack of a better word, correct?
That's correct.
All right. And you didn't hint or have any conversation with him that you were interested in his shoes until you actually took those shoes, correct?
Correct.
All right. So since he'd had the shoes for an entire month, are you sticking with the statement that there was still an exigent or a concern that there's an exigent need to take those shoes?
Yes.
Okay. There was also a trail of coins from the night of the break-in leading throughout the store. Were you aware of this trail of coins?
No, I was not on scene for the initial.
All right. Do you know whether any of those coins were processed for things?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
All right. And was the suspect in the video wearing gloves?
No, it did not appear so.
From the video, we can't get a clear description of the person's face. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And since you testified earlier that that you never actually saw the suspect get into or out of the 2010 Cadillac CTS, correct?
That's correct.
All right. And there was no way to determine how many occupants may have been in that vehicle, correct?
Correct.
All right. And is it possible? And I know you may say anything's possible, but I'll go with it. Is it possible that vehicle that you saw on the Cardinal Credit Union camera was there for some other purpose other than its occupant committing a break-in?
Yes, I suppose it's possible, yeah.
All right, so there could be what we call an innocent purpose to that vehicle being in the area, correct?
Sure.
Okay, all right. So then you don't connect the vehicle to the immediate appearance of the shoes being possessing criminal characteristics, do you? Bad question. Let me just say, the vehicle, the spotting of the vehicle from the Cardinal Credit Union camera, that didn't add to your need to take the suspect or take Mr. Hughes' tennis shoes, did it?
I mean, it was part of the entire investigation, so.
All right. Are you aware there were other persons in the area the night of the break-in? Other persons in the parking lot?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember who any of those people were?
Not off the top of my head, no.
All right, do you know whether any of them were asked for DNA or any fingerprints?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
All right, and according to Officer Zana's report, he ruled them out as suspects. Do you know anything about how he was able to come to that conclusion?
I'm not, no.
All right. So you mentioned you had some cell phone data, correct?
Correct.
All right. Does any of the cell phone data in your possession pinpoint James Hughes inside of LaFleur Spa and Nails?
What, the cell phone data obtained after September 30th or on September 30th?
Yes.
What does it matter for today?
I'll move on, Your Honor. All right. Detective, does any DNA evidence show James Hughes inside of LaFleur Spa and Nails?
No.
And none of the fingerprints that were processed linked Mr. Hughes
No.
to the break-in, correct? All right. And there's no shoe prints obtained from LaFleur Spa and Nails, correct?
That's correct.
And you indicated there were no cash registers recovered, correct?
Correct.
All right. And were you aware that, according to Mr. Fan, the owner of LaFleur Spa and Nails, about $150 to $300 was taken along with the cash register?
Yes.
All right. Did you ever get a search warrant or subpoena for Mr. Hughes' bank records? See if any deposits were made?
No.
All right. Did you ever look at any of Mr. Hughes' social media to see if there was any discussion regarding the break-in?
Are you talking about before September 27th
Before.
or after September 27th?
Before September 27th, Your Honor.
No.
All right. I don't have any further questions, Your Honor.
All right, is there any redirect?
Yes, Your Honor. Do you recall the name of the shoes? I think you've stated Zig, was it Zig Dynamic 2.0 shoes? Was that the model of shoes that you believed the individual on the video footage to be wearing?
Yes.
And are you able in any way at this time to Google that model number that Mr. Mulkey has shown us?
To do what?
To do an internet search of the model number on the shoe that Mr. Mulkey has shown us?
Yeah, I mean, I could Google it. I haven't done it, but it's possible, yeah, to do that.
Your Honor, may the witness have permission to use his phone?
For what purpose?
Because the door was open, but it's not necessary.
No.
No further questions.
Anything based on that?
Yes, Your Honor. I will, as a matter of fact. Detective, since the state brought up the shoes again, would it surprise you to learn there is a Reebok men's Zig Dynamic 2.0 shoe with a different model number than the one as depicted on the tongue of the shoe that you took from Mr. Hughes?
I wouldn't be surprised, no.
Okay, all right. And there's a model GZ2180 that looks substantially similar to those shoes.
Sure.
Would that surprise you?
No, not at all.
All right. And if I told you that model had a teal outline of the Reebok symbol, an orange stripe above it, would you say then that it's possible that the suspect it depicted in the video at the time of the break-in was wearing Zig Dynamica, by the way, it's Dynamica, not
Dynamic, sorry.
Would wear Zig Dynamica 2.0 model number GZ2180s?
All I can say is the shoes the suspect were wearing matched the ones that we found in Mr. Hughes' apartment.
All right. I have an exhibit for identification I'd like to show the witness.
What is that?
It is the Zig Dynamica 2.0 GZ 2180s.
Is it your position that there was no basis to seize those tennis shoes if the inside flap of the shoe read IF 5944 and it was actually GZ whatever it was?
That's not my position, Your Honor. The position is that the shoes are different because of the teal outline. And
okay, he doesn't know that because he's not aware of a GZ 8559.
Right, I guess
so I'm not going to let you do it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, I have no further questions.
You may step down, thank you. Next witness?
No further witnesses.
Does the defense have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, is there any argument you'd like to make, Mr. Gretzky?
I would make a motion to admit state's exhibits.
1 through 6?
Yes, which are on a
Any
list.
objection to 1 through 6?
No, Your Honor.
All right, they're admitted.
It has to make a note that the first image, if there's no objection, that Mr. Mulkey showed Detective Slade was, and this is the image they stated, was also shown through state's exhibits, that it was exhibit 6A.
Okay.
Does that sound?
It absolutely does.
And the other image that Detective Slade showed, although we don't have it in the record, was a document titled IMG_5049. Just want to place that on the record. We've heard the testimony from Detective Slade. He watched the surveillance video footage, which is in evidence, multiple times on September 4th of 2004. He noticed multiple things about the shoes that the suspect was wearing, the distinct sole, the material, the markers on it, and was able to research it and capture model of the shoes from an internet image. We saw the screenshots that he took, which captured the day that he took those images, September 4th of 2024. The testimony was elicited about the Cardinal Bank footage in order to explain Detective Slade's further steps and how we got to the defendant, Mr. Hughes. Stated that that footage was reviewed and the name Tabitha White was obtained. He spoke to her on September 27, 2024. That's the first time that the Detective Slade got the name James Hughes, and he went and spoke to him that morning. We saw in the video that he had consent to be in the apartment. He had a lawful basis to be where he was, where he immediately, even before speaking to Mr. Hughes, saw the shoes, what he testified to right there in the entrance. We can tell by the video he doesn't get very far into the apartment, and we can tell as he's stepping out of the door that he's taking those shoes right by the door. He had a lawful basis to be there. Their criminality was immediately apparent. Again, he was able to say those are the same soles that I saw on the video, the same material of the shoe, same markers on that shoe. They matched the model of shoe that I was able to narrow down and identify and capture an image of for his own study of this case on September 4th of 2024. He did mention there was a concern about the defendant getting rid of those shoes, but ultimately that is not what's at issue here. They were in plain view, immediately apparent. The criminality of them was apparent because the detective had studied the case, studied the video, knew what those shoes looked like, and in a 3-minute interaction, within seconds, he was able to say that those were the shoes. So I believe that that third prong, that the criminality of the evidence be immediately apparent, has been satisfied in this case, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Mulkey.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, without more than what we've heard today, the criminality, the apparency of the criminality of those shoes is in dispute and minimal at best, non-existent even. The only thing they have linking him to the shoes, they tried to say that the car was in the area, never saw anyone enter or leave that car. So what they got is a 28-second video into 1-second clips, and the court will have the opportunity, as a trier of fact, to review that video and then ask yourself the pertinent question: could I identify those specific make and model Reebok shoes from a 28-second video? There's a flashlight glaring down on those shoes. Every time we tried to pause it, it wasn't exactly a clear picture of it. So I think that without more, there isn't enough to say, aha, these are the shoes. These shoes were worn by Mr. Hughes, and Mr. Hughes was at that break-in at that time. Not without any further evidence, Your Honor. Thank you. That's it. That's all the court has to determine. Appearance, immediate criminality of the shoes. Thank you.
All right, I'll take it under advisement, issue a written decision.
Thank you.